No setup is infallible, and unfortunately my setup has run into a few issues. That means that there's going to be some good news and bad news. Keep watching to find out what both are. Hello everyone and welcome back to more StephenPlays Far Cry 4. Let me walk outside. We need to have a little chat. Folks, I have some pretty bad news. There's some good news and some bad news, but I'll give you the bad news first. The bad news is, yesterday I recorded 5 hours of Far Cry 4. I lost pretty much all of it. That's the bad news. Now, I freaked out originally. I was like, oh my god, what the heck do I do? I lost 5 hours of footage, and unlike, some other open world games like Skyrim where there's a file save system, this game has no such thing. It wasn't possible to just, reload an old save. It's the same save. It gets overwritten. So, I was like, crap, what do I do? Well, here's the good news in all of this. I had recorded 5 hours, true. But in that 5 hours, I had only made 2 episodes, which means I had done 4 hours of off-screen stuff, because this is an open-world game and that tends to happen. So, there was only an hour of footage that was ever going to be shown to you guys. The other cool thing? In that hour of footage, very, very little of that was story stuff. And finally, here's the good news. You guys aren't going to miss a thing. I felt awful about losing that footage. In fact, it wasn't even my fault. I've never lost footage. In all of the years I've been doing Let's Plays, I have never lost any footage like this. To put it simply, what happened was the Elgato, after hitting the 5 hour mark, restarted itself. Like, it restarted a new file with the same file name, and it overwrote everything that it had already done. And I used a data salvaging application to see if I could get the stuff back. It was not there. So, needless to say, I was extremely upset. But I've went online, and I've gotten the cutscenes for all of the story stuff that you guys would have missed, so it'll just take a few minutes to bring you all back up to speed. First things first. I did a Longinus mission. And Longinus missions, at this point, they're pretty straightforward. But there was a cutscene involved, and I figured you guys would want to see that. So here's that cutscene.
I'm ready for more.
And the Lord said, who shall I send? And you answered, saying, I am here, send me. Your devotion pleases me greatly, but it pleases the Lord even more. Another lost sheep has been located. You know what to do.
Find him, follow him, get the diamonds and bring him back.
From the mouth of babes, you have ordained strength to still the enemy and become the Avenger.
What verse is that?
The word of God does not always come in the form of chapter and verse. Where did you go?
After he gave us the mission, it was pretty standard Longinus fare. You have to tail a guy, and then you have to go to a place and kill a guy and open a vault and get a diamond and take it back to Longinus. To be honest, I think Longinus is a super interesting character, and I'm a little disappointed with the way his missions are playing out, because the missions are very monotonous, and it just feels like it shouldn't be that way, and that's a little upsetting. Anyway, after that, I decided to do the last Shangrila mission, which only took me like 5 or 6 minutes. I know up to this point the Shangrila missions have been, these grandiose adventures. Not this one. When you jump in, you fight Rakshasas, which is the giant bird that we've been seeing at the end of every Shangrila mission. Truth be told, one of the hardest boss fights I have ever had in my life. The footage that you're seeing now is obviously not my own because it was lost. It's coming from another YouTube user called Scorpio of Shadow. Honestly, the entire boss fight's pretty cool. The music is good. The atmosphere is good. I'm going to put a link to that down below. So if you guys want to watch a playthrough, it doesn't have any commentary, but it's this other person's playthrough, so you can at least kind of experience the boss battle. Once again, it only took a few minutes, and then after you beat it, it was, that was that, and it was done. That was the only side stuff I did. There's a few other things. I did some racing stuff, and I'm going to go over all of that in a second. But after that, all I did was story stuff. So now it's time to catch you up on the story stuff. I had a golden path icon on my map for quite a while, and I wanted to go check out what that was. And when I did, I was treated to this cutscene.
Hey, Badra.
Hi.
Or should I call you Tarun Matara?
Badra is good. For now.
What's wrong?
Whoever captures Jalandur Temple will lead the Golden Path. The future of Kirat is at stake, and I'm caught between Amita and Sabal. You've seen them fight, you know how they are. Amita wants to destroy the temple. She says that this will free the women of Kirat and break us away from outdated traditions like the Tarun Matara.
I thought Tarun Matara was a good thing.
Sabal thinks it is. If he captures the temple, he'll complete the ceremony and make me Tarun Matara. He says that embracing our traditions is what will make us stronger.
And what do you want to do?
I want to free Kirat, but I can't choose on my own. Amita and Sabal will never agree, so this leaves you, Ajay. You've made a difference here. The Golden Path will listen to you. But you have to understand that whoever you back at Jalandur will become the unquestioned leader of the Golden Path. And once Pagan is defeated, they will control Kirat as well.
Okay. I think I know what I have to do.
Thank you.
So this left me in a predicament. It was time to choose sides. I had to choose between Amita and Sabal. So obviously, I went and heard Amita's proposal.
Audra told me about your plan to take down Jalandur.
This isn't just about destroying the temple. This is about sending a message to everyone. It's a new day for Kirat. We're no longer shackled to the past. Without the Tarun Matara, we will expose Sabal for what he really is. A simple-minded fool squatting on ruins. We'll take everything valuable so we can melt it down and sell it. But the temple itself, I want you to crush it into dust.
And then I went and I heard Sabal's proposal.
Sabal. I hear Amita's ready to move on Jalandur.
That ignorant bitch! It's bad enough having Pagan destroying everything. Now she wants to do his job for him? I'm done with her. I can't tell you what Jalandur means to Kirat, what it means to Mohan. He's proud of you, you know? We're taking the temple. We're cleansing Badra. We're uniting the people under the light of Kira.
Now that I had heard both of their proposals, I had to make a decision. And here's the hard part, folks. They're both awful people. And I've said this the entire game, but there's no good or evil. It's just evil and maybe slightly less evil. And that's really what it comes down to. I mean, you can be very quick to point the finger at Amita and say, oh, but now you've got all this blood money and you got all this stuff. But Sabal is entrenched in some ancient traditions that, to be honest, they're not good traditions. They're really not in terms of I guess the rights of people, you know, like marrying children and things like that. So there's evil on both sides. It's just picking your poison, pretty much. I decided that no matter what I chose, I was going to piss off some group of people because, you know, you got two decisions, you got to make one decision. So I chose Amita. And the reason I chose Amita is not because I felt like she was a better person. It's because I feel like, and I'm gathering this from your comments and also from just some of the other YouTube footage I saw when I was looking online, most people pick Sabal. And you know what? It's no surprise. If you go back and you watch those two proposals again, you're going to notice something. The music that they play behind Amita is very different from the music they play behind Sabal. It's weird because up to this point, they've kind of presented both people as neutral parties, suddenly they really seem to be presenting Amida as this crazy evil person. And that doesn't sit well with me. If they really want to make it neutral, where you're truly picking a side, then they shouldn't try to influence your decision with the undertones of the music. Like, that really upset me. Either way, I figured that a lot of people had probably already seen Sabal, or, had played it themselves, so I thought that doing Amida would be interesting. So we went with Amida. Now, she wanted us to destroy the temple, so we went ahead and went to the temple site, and you had to, plant some C4 on a place. She also wanted you to get the gold and melt it down, so we had to go down and get that and blow up a helicopter or something. Pretty straightforward, not a very long mission, that was that. After that, there was one other mission I did. So whenever we went to the mission, we were presented with this cutscene.
You're fine, I promise you. Sabal's gone, Banja. You're safe. No more Tarun Matara. Take her back to the camp. I don't know where Sabal is, and I don't trust him.
What's this about Sabal?
Not now. We've bigger problems. Pagan's about to hit Utkarsh with artillery. We can't let that happen. Destroy those cannons before they wipe Utkarsh off the map.
I'm on it.
After that cutscene, we get started on the Valley of Death mission, and we basically have to save Utkarsh, because Paganmin has decided to fire on them with his artillery, and we have to go destroy the artillery. Fortunately, some of my gameplay actually exists from that. I didn't lose that part. Pretty straightforward mission. There's some banter on the radio between Sabal and Amida during this, just for the fact that Amida wants Sabal to pull the people out of Utkarsh because she's worried that they're going to get killed, and Sabal says, no, we're going to keep them in Utkarsh and stand our ground. Once again, they're trying to bring all of this to a head between the fighting of Sabal and Amida. But after, destroying all the artillery, I was able to do it, and Amida, said, hey, good job, or something like that.
That's it. You're in the clear.
They would have flattened Utkarsh if it wasn't for you. I don't think people really know how much they owe you, Ajay. You've earned yourself a break, but a small one. If you have any unfinished business left, I suggest you take care of it. Kirat will need your undivided attention for this final push.
So those were the 2 episodes. I probably also did a race on camera, because I finished all the races, and also a Kirat Fashion Week. I do believe you guys missed one of the Kirat Fashion Week quests. It was for a wolf. It was for a black wolf I had to go kill. But that's all you missed. Except for where I am now. I'm in... this is going to seem a little weird. I'm in Paganmins Fortress. It's just because I had finished those 2 episodes and they were done. I had started recording a 3rd episode. And the 3rd episode, I was like, I'm going to start by taking over Paganmins Fortress. The reason I decided to do that was because all of the fortresses I've done up to this point were done easy. Because after you take out the guy controlling the fortress becomes very easy to do. So I decided that I wanted to take it while it was very hard. I have the footage of that as well. It was actually really freaking easy. I took the fortress in 4 minutes. I was able to see most of the alarms from outside the fortress and take them out. And then I just kind of went in and killed everybody. In fact, I did it undetected. I took Paganmins Fortress, fully guarded, undetected. It was actually really fun. And that's where we are. You are fully caught up on what happened. I apologize so much for this. I hate that this happened. I mean, it really, really, really freaking sucks. But it is what it is, and I've done everything that I could to bring you guys up to speed. My only other option really was to try to replay through the entire game, which is something I just can't do right now. I'm 30-something hours into the game. I can't just sit down and say, okay, well, let's redo all 30 hours. Plus, honestly, with the amount of story stuff you guys missed, I mean, it was very little. So hopefully I've done a okay job of bringing you up to speed. Hopefully this won't happen again in the future, and I will remember in the future to not record that long, because apparently the Elgato, unlike the Black Magic, does not like that. So here we are. Beautiful, whatever it's called, Rotgun Jagad or something like that. I figured that we would start today's episode. Well, I guess I say start, but now we're probably halfway through today's episode. By doing a Kyrat Fashion Week quest, because this is the last one. This is the very, very last Kyrat Fashion Week quest there is. Turn a local tragedy into a bold fashion statement. Thick Skin, the rare elephant, has fallen ill to a rare disease which brings madness and ultimately death, and is suffering in honor Thick Skin's memory of Chiffon's fierce design.
Mr. Chiffon, I have your design that calls for a rare elephant hide, but I'm a little uncomfortable killing a sacred animal.
Ajay, this is no ordinary elephant. This is the meanest, ugliest pachyderm you will ever encounter. It's terrorized people for years, much like the king you know who. I saw an opportunity to solve a local problem and make a bold statement.
So you want me to light a 6-ton animal on fire for art?
The purpose of fashion isn't to make pretty clothes that no one wears. It's to provide designers with a means of expressing themselves in a particular time and place. You've seen what war has done to this country, and I want to reflect that in my work. Now lace up those vulgar trainers of yours, head over to the work camp, and be fierce.
Time to be fierce. Also, I know there has been, obviously, if you play the game for 5 hours, I was doing 4 hours of that off screen, and there's a lot of changes. You'll notice that the gun I'm using is the Bushman. I still have the buzzsaw, but I've put it in my lower slot. The problem is the buzzsaw is an LMG. It's not an assault rifle, and it doesn't have the same mobility. So I actually got the Bushman from reaching rank 10 in the arena, and I didn't show any of that on screen anyway, but I had worked on getting to rank 10 in the arena. Arena's super fun. Super freaking fun. If you have a copy of Far Cry 4, I would highly recommend playing through the arena, because it only took me about 90 minutes to get from rank 2 to 10, and it was fun, because every rank, like, it changes. So definitely consider that. What is this? Flamethrower. Let's switch this out. Okay. Hunt Thick Skin with a fire weapon. Sounds like I already found him. Thick Skin, honey. Where are you? Oh, God. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Is he fire resistant? Oh, God. He's gonna, yeah, I was gonna say, he's gonna be programmed to, like, come after me. Which is gonna make this hard. I gotta be careful. Oh, Jesus! Fart! No! Ah! Oh, fart! He's after me, man! Not cool. Not cool. There you go. God, I was freaking out. You've got to be on a rock, because if you're not on a rock, you're gonna be screwed. Yeah, buddy. Let's go ahead and reload this thing. I don't think this thing was reloaded to begin with. What's he doing over there? He's kind of chilling. These will work, right? I'm allowed to use these. There we go. There we go. Does that count? Someone's mad. Christ! No! Ah, poop. Hey, buddy. Run, 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 run. See, this elephant could kill me so freaking quickly because it's an elephant. Is this okay? I think I'm allowed to do this. Is it dead? No, but the cars are. That's bad. Oh, it's dead! It's dead! Oh my God. And it crushed a guy. Sorry, pal. But I got it.
Mr. Chiffon, I've got everything. What now?
Perfect. Hurry back to the studio. Kyrat Fashion Week is about to begin. The guests are arriving, the cameras are rolling, and the world is waiting with bated breath for the reveal of combat couture.
Oh, snap. I had actually completely forgotten that, like, there was more to this than that. Explosives bag. Kapadooch! Maximum upgrade reached for this item. Fantastic. Cool. We've done it all, baby. We have everything there is to craft. Also, it's probably obvious, but I've been putting all my extra points into working my my skills. I need 5 more points, and it's all done. We'll be 100% done. Also, if we take a look at our progress, we can kind of see what I have been accomplishing. Obviously, I already showed you guys everything that's been going on, but most of this stuff is done. There's just a few campaign missions left at this point. Shangri-La is finished. I got another Yogi and Reggie and another Longinus mission. Got a little Karma left to do. Otherwise, dang. Crafting's done. Skills are almost done. I've been in every vehicle. I have a few more weapons to get, which could be difficult because they're really freaking expensive. And I've been trying to do a lot of quests and activities off-screen, just for the fact that, you know, a lot of them are pretty monotonous. One of the things I had shown that is obviously gone at this point was one of the karate films. I did all the racing stuff off-screen because it's not very exciting, but the survival stuff's pretty exciting. There is a survival part. There are some that, like, some you have to like drive an ATV off a cliff and then wingsuit, and there's someone who's a bad driver. They hit a rock and that was that. It's just, oh, we're dead. No. There were some that, you know, you had to do this or that. You would have to like ride an ATV off a cliff and wingsuit. There was some where you actually got to use the gyrocopter. So they were cool. They were really cool. Maybe I might actually end up doing one again that I really enjoyed just to show it, because I said that I would show it. It's just unfortunate. You don't want to mess with me. You really don't. I have a flamethrower. It's not a good idea. So I may end up doing that. I don't know. Also, if it's not already clear, capturing Paganmins Fortress has no effect on the game. Like, it doesn't make a cutscene different or anything like that. So that's another reason why I chose to just go ahead and do it, because I felt like it would be in my best interest. Anyway, with just a few minutes left, I think we're gonna do the Fashion Week thing next time. But I think I am going to redo one of those races, one of the survival races, so you guys can see, because some of them were pretty freaking cool. So I'm gonna do a pretty freaking cool one.
This one's all about survival in the wild, darling. Just race like there's a Yeti on fire coming after you. Okay?
I'm ready, bro. Some of the survival ones get really crazy, especially in the northern part of Karat. They're just really freaking good. Like this one. You have to just dive off the thing in wingsuit. God, it's kind of difficult. What up, helicopter? See, that helicopter, I'm guessing, is supposed to be like, Jesus. Ugh. Supposed to be, whew. God, I'm gonna have to kill these people. Hi, folks. Oh, God! It's supposed to be the camera people. I never got that out because I started to get worried about this part. They dead? Not this one? Oh, God! Oh, piss. I did not mean to do that. Oh, that was awesome. See, I pulled the shoot a little earlier, and that made more sense, because then I could just shoot people like that. You're dead. The Bushman is an amazing, amazing weapon. I think I said it earlier, but the only way to actually get a hold of it is to reach rank 10 in the arena, which is something that people probably wouldn't normally do. Although I would advise it because it's pretty friggin' fun. I mean, it really is. It's actually really enjoyable. Oh, get out of here. I really did enjoy the arena. I can't stress that enough. Because I thought that it was just going to be kind of boring. I'm like, oh no, you know, we have to do all this stuff. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Flip it. Get on it. No. Oh crap. Oh crap. Oh, this is unfortunate. Am I even going to be able to do it? Oh wow, it's going to be close. Just because I flipped the stupid thing. I'm going to have to completely ignore these guys. Because if I go for them at all, I'm going to be screwed. I made it! Woo! Celebratory grenade! Oh, I fell off the thing. I did it. Although it was, it was not easy. Anyway, with that finished up, we're going to go ahead and wrap the episode up. Thank you guys so much for watching. I sincerely apologize that we lost footage. Once again, in all my years of Let's Playing, to my knowledge, this has never happened. It's one of those situations that, you know, you kind of have to roll with the punches and do everything you can to remedy the situation. And the best way I knew how was to just bring you up to speed with all the story stuff. You know, obviously it sucks because you don't get to see me kill this or that or, you know, whatever, but this was the best way I knew how. The fact of the matter is we're right at the end of the game. I mean, we're right there. There's very little left to do. Far Cry 4 probably only has a handful, if that, left of episodes, so we're going to continue enjoying Kyrat for a little bit longer, but there really isn't that much left to do. Can I blow that up? Yeah, I can. That makes me feel happy. I can blow that up. Makes me feel happy too. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time for more Stephen Plays Far Cry 4. That was fun. I mean, just take stuff out, no problem. Boom, boom, boom. Just destruction everywhere I go. And I barely used up any of the ammo. Oh, there's someone coming behind me.
You going somewhere?
It is finished. My work here is done, and now the Lord is calling me elsewhere.
Where to?
South America, I think. Or perhaps Cuba. There are still many scenes for me to atone for.